Here we are, the grand finals of the Archetypal Atrocities tournament. We seeded for these decks to meet in the finals. They met in the finals. Our best decks, Ancient Gear and Harpy. Honestly, I really honestly don't know what to expect of this matchup, if I'm being honest.
Honestly, yeah, like objectively, this is one of the archetype matchups that has been playable longer than most any other matchups in Yu-Gi-Oh, if you think about it, which is
Yeah.
kind of funny. Because these are two of the earliest actual
Yeah.
archetypes that are built to play like one.
That's true,
And they both
actually.
suck.
It's true, is like, you might see it at like a local table, but it's probably not winning as much as painful as that is to say.
This is like the second to lowest seeded table at your locals. Like they both lost round one and they're playing in round two. And one's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 1-1. I can't believe it.
Well, let's see what happens. Unlike the last rounds, this one it will be a traditional best of three as opposed to a best of one. But considering I'm on an OTK deck and you're on kind of a more control deck, odds are the games will still probably go fairly fast. So we'll see what happens.
We shall see.
Very important dice roll. I'm happy to have won. To no surprise, I'm going second.
Of course.
Okay. This isn't the worst. Not the best, not the
Yeah,
worst.
this is. I'm in a similar spot. I did not open the most powerful hand, but we will normal summon Harpy Harpist, who is like the worst normal summon on the planet. But it just happens sometimes. We do have the newest Harpy card, which I don't think I've actually opened in a single Harpy game on this show. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I think this might be the first time I've actually summoned Harpy's Pet Dragon, Fearsome Fire Blast.
Yeah, I fairly confident it's the first time this has been summoned. But
Yeah, it's a free special effect control level 6 or lower wind monster. You cannot target level 6 or lower Harpies for attack. And also, I can send it from field to grave to Foolish, a wind.
okay.
Which, isn't terrible, but really isn't a thing a Harpy wants to do unless you're, trying to use another spell that turn.
Yeah.
Like, set up a Mirror Split or set up a Feather Rest, but other than that...
Yeah, it feels more like one of those, like... It'll enable some FDK down the line, I'm sure, but not for Harpies.
Yeah, but yeah, I've got a little bit of protection. That's about it.
Not a great draw, but I don't think that matters too much. So, let's start with Ancient Gear Fortress. So now my Ancient Gears are protected from effects. Gear Town.
Gotcha. So I cannot target your things. That's fine.
You can target my cards, but not my monsters.
Gotcha.
I will take control of the monster, Ancient Gear Catapult to destroy Gear Town, and special summon a Ancient Gear monster, ignoring summoning conditions. So.
That seems pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, so Gear Town pops. I will special summon an Ancient Gear. Yeah, we'll do the React to Dragon.
Alright, what's that do?
Basically a 3k vanilla, but when it attacks, you can't activate a spell trap card.
Mm.
And then it pops a spell trap on the field with the turn of the attacks. No, one of the attacks, rather. And then,
Sounds good.
since Gear Town is destroyed, I can still summon an Ancient Gear from hand, deck, or graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
And we will choose number 2. And this we're going to count.
Yep.
That's not how this one works. I'm thinking of the other one. Never mind.
Ah.
I will then normal summon Ancient Gear Frame.
Mm-hmm.
I will discard this Ancient Gear Knight, everyone's favorite Gemini monster.
I will activate Harpy's Featherstorm.
Sure, that's fine.
Yay, doesn't target.
Will. Guess what we opened anyways.
Of course.
2, 3, 4. The Chaos Ancient Gear Golem.
Oh.
So it can attack all your monsters, and then it does piercing.
Yeah, am I dead?
I think by a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm like totally dead because like you like even assuming like this is not true, but if we assumed Gear Giant did not do damage, I'm still dead.
Then we.
Yeah, you game one. I had a really stinky opening hand. I was like, Featherstorm has to destroy you, and it clearly
Yeah.
did not. You already had 3Ks on board
Yeah.
before I even had a chance to use it.
Because I looked at my
I was
hand,
like, oh no.
I'm like, oh, I don't have Wyvern. I was like, wait a minute, I can just get like 3 monsters for free. This is way better.
I love those hands where it's like I didn't open my combo. Oh, because I opened a secret nut draw that's like impossible to ever actually really open. That does even better. I feel like making you go first is correct. My deck has good plays going first and is arguably better going first, but I think you're worse going first. So
that is definitely true. I definitely have nothing good.
okay, now this is a hand. At least a better one.
Well, the bright side for this is playing my. I don't have to worry about playing my spell and trap cards because if you try to pop them, I just get free summons. So that's beneficial to me. I will Ancient Gear Fortress again.
Mm-hmm.
I will. This kind of sucks actually. I got a wacky hand.
Mm.
This one's much worse. I can do things. It's just the problem is you can just bounce them, and then I'm back to square one. I'll normal summon Ancient Gear Frame and then activate effect.
Mm.
We'll just code a catapult to add a. I think we just get fusion in case you can't OTK me.
Mm.
It's as good as it's gonna get, really.
All right. Dang, if only I could make a rank 7 if the archetype had one. And we don't have any generics. But it's fine. We will normal summon Harpy Channeler.
Okay.
And then before using her effect, I will activate Elegant Egotist.
Okay.
Which will summon Sisters. We will declare effect of Channeler, discarding this Perfumer in hand.
Okay.
To special summon a Harpy in defense.
Sure.
Which will be the second Perfumer. When it's specialed, since I control Sisters, I get to add 2 spell traps from deck to hand.
Okay.
That name Harpy Lady Sisters specifically. Does that do anything? No. That would have been very funny if that did anything, but I guess we add Egotist 2 to hand, and then also Alluring Mirror Split to hand.
Okay.
Egotist.
Yep.
To get out the Harpy Lady.
Okay.
Synchro into Cyber Slash. I was like, oh no, I've punted. No, I haven't. I'm playing around something because I don't want to let you do like I really don't want to be forced to pop your Ancient Gear Fortress.
Very fair.
So I'm having to be very careful with how I sequence things, so I'm not forced into popping your card. Alright, yeah. So we will activate Harpy's Feather Rest to shuffle back the 3 Harpies in grave. It's the control sisters and to draw 2.
Sure.
Deck. Okay. Those were some very nice draws. Thank you, deck. We will activate Hysteric Sign, which adds an Elegant Egotist from deck or graveyard to hand.
Okay.
I will add the Egotist from graveyard to hand. I will special you in defense, because that's how your ability works. While I'm still thinking of you. Yeah, and then we activate Harpy's Hunting Ground.
Sure.
Alluring Mirror Split. Oh yeah, sweet. Cyber Slash is treated as just Harpy Lady on field. Perfect. We link these off into Harpy Conductor,
Okay.
which will then proc Hunting Ground to pop a card. I will pop the Alluring Mirror Split, which will res a Harpy from graveyard.
Sure. Ooh,
perfect. It says target one Harpy monster, not one Harpy Lady, like most cards do. I can actually send this guy back out in attack.
That's convenient.
We will activate Egotist, and then chain, since the spell trap has been activated, I will chain Cyber Slash to bounce Ancient Gear Frame.
Yep.
We will summon Harpy Lady. Everything gets plus 200, so I believe this is turbo lethal.
Yeah. Just with 3 of them.
Yeah, and then the last pop from Hunting Ground is the Hysteric Sign, which would then give me a effect in end phase if it was ever relevant.
You could pop the Ancient Gear Fortress, it might come up.
I could.
Yeah. A little Mega Dad.
Yeah, that was a super strong opening hand. It had like literally like having Egotist plus Channeler in hand is the nuts.
Yeah, if you made me go second, I think I would have won. My hand was a nuts going second, but going first, it's Ancient Gear, so.
Yeah. But hey, now you're back in the driver's seat. You get to dictate who starts, and I wonder what you'll pick.
Yeah, it could be anything. So yeah, this is why Ancient Gear lived and died by the dice roll. Okay. This hand's not the worst. This hand's not too savvy. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. This hand is weird.
This is a hand, all right. Let's see what I can do. We'll normal summon Channeler.
Sure.
Pitch the Harpy Lady in hand. Summon. I think it's sadly just got to be a Perfumer for just the one. Yeah, it's lame, but. And we'll add Egotist. We will Wing Requital. Well, I would have loved for the Styx card of my deck to be anywhere in the top 5. Would have completely changed this hand, but whatever. Yeah, I think this is genuinely what this opening hand dictates. Facing down Ancient Gear. We will activate Elegant Egotist.
Yep.
For Harpy Lady, not sisters.
Fascinating.
So I can overlay 3. My Harpies, which he is a Harpies, it doesn't say Harpy Ladies, cannot be targeted with effects or attack.
Cannot target any Harpy monsters.
It loses a material every turn, then eventually will no longer be able to do that, but staying alive! unless you have like a way to bounce him or something that's not a targeting.
Is the question. That's a good top deck.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh, also the card is bad, so it detaches in end phase, not even on standby. So I've already lost one of my materials.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me just detach. There we go.
Every Ancient Gear spell imaginable.
We've got a castle, a fortress, and a town to put him in.
Also, one thing with Fortress, you missed game 1 because I forgot. It also, you can't respond to my Ancient Gear card on effects when it's on the field. Not that it mattered game 1, but...
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that came up, but good to know. Because it would probably come up this game, if anything, if it goes long enough.
Yeah, like I said, you wouldn't be able to use like the hand trap, but
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I think, the only thing it'll be relevant for, really.
Yeah.
And we will catapult the Gear Town again.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish I could just pop any face up. That would be ideal.
I love that Harpy's Pet Phantasmal Dragon such a weird towers where like nothing can like pick it at it, but like it dies to Raigeki and everything like it.
Yeah. It's like, it's very good in this very specific situation. I guess it's the Reactor Dragon.
That is a big one.
And then another one, we will, I think, choose the Wyvern here, and we'll box. Yeah, that's good in the hand. I'll get that in a second. Box for frame. And then this is the one that gets 2 counters. Tanned. Then I've not normaled, so I will normal the frame.
Mm-hmm.
And then this gets, all my answers also get 300 attack if that's somehow relevant, which I kind of doubt it will be. So we'll discard, add a spell, add Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
Materials, okay, just any. We'll get rid of the useless ones, aka Gemini, and a box. For the Megaton Golem, which is relevant because if it ever leaves the field, I can spell summon another fusion from my X deck, which is why I'm using that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And can't attack, so that's the turn.
Okay, that draw is either really good or not gonna do a ton at the moment. Let's find out. Start with actually, no, I can't do that. That's fine. We'll start with normal summon Harpy Channeler.
Okay.
And now we will activate Ego Test.
Sure.
Okay, so that's what I thought. That's fine. We can make this work. We will... Sisters. Good deck building is coming to be slightly in my way at this point. If I had built my deck to be worse, this hand would be better right now. But I think I've got workarounds to make good deck building actually good deck building. Alright, and then we use the effective channeler to pitch this perfumer in hand.
Okay.
To summon a perfumer. And since I have sisters, it's a double spell search.
Seems good.
We'll add Harpy's Feather Rest. And we'll add Alluring Mirror Split.
Yep.
We will Feather Rest.
Yep.
Shuffling back the only 3 Harpies in grave right now, so. And then draw 2. Okay. But you're in grave now. We'll activate Alluring Mirror Split.
Yep.
We will activate Harpy Hunting Ground.
Sure.
Then Synchro into Cyber Slash,
Okay.
who will trigger Harpy's Hunting Ground, which will then trigger Cyber Slash. I will choose to bounce Megaton Golem. Wait, leaves the field. Oh, because of an opponent's card effect. In that case, maybe not. I probably want to beat over him. I was like reading. Ah, he does have a thing. It's not just destroyed.
I think it's the only thing that makes sure I stay alive.
In that case, Yeah, I think we'll just send the reactor dragon back.
You.
This is genuinely, I think, going to be one of the most funny ways I can out your board.
I
In
think I
terms
know
of like,
what it
oh,
is.
I'm going to ego test.
Yeah. I actually know
And
where this is
then
going, and that feels bad.
I will use the. Oh, actually, I realized that slightly backing up, when I decided to not bounce back to Megaton Golem, I realized I skipped over the mandatory hunting ground activation. That is not a May. I do have to pop something. I will pop your Ancient Gear Castle with that because I read it 6 times and it doesn't do the thing.
It's the one that doesn't do something when it's popped.
All right. Yeah, and then when Harpy Lady is summoned off of the ego test, that will trigger Hunting Ground again, which will pop Mirror Split, which will bring out. I was like, did I miscount? But no, I think this is just going to be fine. We will bring back the Channeler with the Mirror Split res.
Okay.
And then.
Well, hold on, you gotta pop a
Great
spell and
Fly.
trap. You gotta pop a spell and trap card.
Yes, I will pop Hunting Ground, unfortunately.
I mean, you don't have to pop that. It's a pretty good effect.
Alright, so now my Harpy Lady, Cyber/Harpy Lady is a 31, and I believe your guy now has 29.
I believe that is right. Yeah.
Sweet. We will move to. Actually, let me boost all of these attacks. All wind monsters, that does include Great Fly. Alright, so we will go attack over Megaton Golem.
Yep.
We will attack over Wyvern. And then you're still alive, but.
I gotta pop the calculator because of 50s.
Yeah.
69, 50.
Okay, and your guy did lose 400 as well.
Oh, wait. So, 25.
Yep. Main 2. We will set 1 and pass.
Okay. And you detach 1.
Yes.
Okay. Banish the catapult to target face-up card I can destroy. And destroy it and summon a token.
Sure.
So this will get popped. I'll get a token, and then since that popped, I can summon an Ancient Gear from hand graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
I will choose the Wyvern engraved. Yeah. And then Wyvern effect?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I see the line. Alright, I'll get Fortress. I will get that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll activate it. And then I will normal summon Gear Frame and use its effect.
Mm-hmm.
Discard. We will add Fusion. Then I will activate Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
I will send that. Leave the token. We'll choose 2 from deck. Box, your duty's done. And I'll send a. This is Hunting Hound. For another golem.
Mm-hmm.
Grave, and then I can attack Great Fly, so I will do
That you can. Alright, he is a 29 currently, so I'll take 1,000. And then Great Fly evaporates.
Alright.
And then these all are back down to their printed stats.
If only I had limited removal, I could have killed
6.
it. If only. Another mold.
If only. I will activate in end phase Hysteric Party. I will discard Harpy Harpist to then special summon as many copies of Harpy Lady from my graveyard as possible.
Yeah.
And a lot of these happen to be Harpy Lady in the graveyard. How about that?
Oh, nice.
So we'll special out Channeler and Perfumer and Perfumier. Since I have sisters, we'll do the double search.
Yep, seems good.
We don't have another Harpy Lady to Egotist or an Egotist to grab, so... So yeah, one of the ads is going to be a Harpy's Feather Rest.
Okay.
We'll add a Harpy's Hunting Ground to hand as the second ad. And then my turn.
Yep.
That's decent. Let's Feather Rest. We'll shuffle back the lady. The Perfumer. And the Harpist.
Yep.
Then drop 2. Okay. This is really scuffed. Like, do I do what I... Link off into Harpy Conductor.
Okay.
Well, just to get it out of the way, too, I'm going to just activate Harpy's Featherstorm to negate all of your monster effects this turn. Just in case I bounce that Megaton Golem, I don't want to worry about it. Then we will normal summon Channeler.
Okay.
Pitch the second copy of Featherstorm. We will summon the Perfumer.
Okay.
Who gets to add 2 spell traps. We will add Alluring Mirror Split to hand. We only have 2 targets left, and they're both the funny ones I threw in as like, these will never come up. They're kind of bad, but both of them seem shockingly relevant right now. We will add Triangle Ecstasy Spark to hand.
That is certainly a name.
We have to go for the... There might have been a way to kill you. I don't see it.
Well, to make my suffering end quicker and not set 2/3 more turns off Floodgate, the dragon can attack directly. I just noticed.
Yes, it can. I can drop you to 250.
The downside is I don't think there's anything in my deck that can outlast. Literally anything.
The worst part is Hunting Ground only boosts Winged Beast.
That's really funny.
Like, I've been staring at my hand. It's like, come on, why? Why? Yeah, we will go to battle and attack directly.
Okay,
I just tried to puzzle out for so long away just to kill you, because it's like, I'm so close. If I've had a second Great Fly, but he's a 1-of, because he's not a Harpy. Like, the other, yeah, I think that's just, then we... Yeah. I think that is all that this turn has. So detach.
Oh. That's unfortunate. I can do burn damage to you, that's kinda funny. Make your attack 0 to under 10, that does nothing. This goes up. How do they not just have a creature pop? This deck's been around for so long. They don't have any way to destroy anything. Well, you know what? I'll burn you for 600.
Oh no!
And what, you thought that was bad? I'm gonna fuse.
Oh, I'm doomed.
And now I'm gonna burn you for 1000. And then
that's almost half your life points in GX anime. Like,
That's
no
true.
wonder this, no wonder Valiant Prowler was so good.
if this was Duel Links, you'd be fucked. Yeah.
uh, I almost grabbed, instead of the Triangle XD Spark, which is the more real of the two cards,
Mhm.
Harpy Lady Phoenix formation would have popped your big dude and then burned you for his attack, but then I can't attack that turn. So he would have. So it was another way to almost kill you, but not quite.
That would have been funny if that worked out.
Yeah, it was like if I could have Phoenix formation, then it's direct attacked, but no. Yeah, you cannot special summon monsters from the main deck or extra deck or use your battle phase the turn you activate this card.
That's so many restrictions. But I feel like
Right?
no reason. I feel like it really doesn't need that. Like I get it's a one-sided, but it's just the right Geki that burns at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it still has to target too. That's the worst right Geki technically.
My deck did not have much left in it. I had gone through pretty much everything.
Feather Duster, that would have been nice on my end.
Right.
I'm kind of sad I never got to use Power Bond. I really wanted to.
That would have been sick.
But I didn't think the run limiter removal, that if I had it, there was a chance I might have drawn it and I could have OTK through a Great Fly attack. But
and you'd gotten revenge for my killing you with the roids.
I saw him like that's gonna do a lot of damage. I was like, wait, if I didn't even think to put limiter removal in this deck. I just like because they were so good at already OTK. I didn't even think to put it in. Who would have
Valid, yeah.
I'll be honest, the main reason I put Catapult in was I thought it was just spell and trap removal for anything. I didn't realize until we started the tournament that it's only for my field. I thought it was, pop anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's good, okay. And I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, if you could have, like, before my turn started, popped the Hysteric Party, I'd have been in actual trouble. Because it's like Call of the Haunted. If it goes away, it says everything gets summoned back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess that is now the first season of the show in the books, technically.
That is season 1, all over. So, season 2, we're probably going to be doing a little reset of the wheel, kind of get more matchups that we haven't seen, because by nature of the show, a lot of matchups are not going to be seen. We are going to do a very big renovation on the packs, because keeping it a buck, they're not very good.
Yeah, the pack experiments, like there were some, like, I like the packs that they for giving us Vengeful Bog as like kind of the mascot for the series.
Yeah.
Other than that, they need some reworking for sure.
Yeah, because when we were designing it, we were kind of more focused on it being funny rather than it being playable.
Yeah, that's a fun card. And then, like, as you all have seen, like those packs are like, there's like maybe a dozen relevant cards in there.
Yeah. It's like maybe like 1 time out of 10 you'll actually have to decide what card you really want to run, but most of the time it's like, I'll just take this one because it's clearly the best.
Like, oh, hey, there's my one card I'm gonna take from this pack.
Like I'm not gonna play Magical Cylinder in 90% of the decks. Well, that's for season 2 us to worry about. For now, thank you for watching season 1. We did talk about this kind of being the graduation, so Harpies and here probably won't be back season 2 because they've kind of
in fact, probably most things in the tournament probably won't be, if we're being realistic. The tournament's kind of just like, there are the decks that we deemed too good.
Yeah,
we'll probably see some faces from season 1 coming back for like Redemption and the like. I think it's fair to give both like stuff like Toons and Viacroids back on there because they're iconic and bad, and some decks will also have something that happened this series that I think is worth noting is like over the course of our wheel being made and then the series happening, multiple decks that were on that wheel that either got played or didn't get played got really good new support.
Yeah,
like Volcanic, when we played it, was bad. Now it's probably better than most decks on the wheel at this point, thanks to stuff like Trooper and Emperor.
Yeah. Like it was that. Crystal Beast was another one. Crystal Beast got really good support out of nowhere. Like there's a few that.
And then others. Okay, go on.
No, you're good. Go on.
And then like stuff like Scareclaw, where like when we added it to the wheel, it was seeing no play, and like it didn't even get new support. It just like the deck started seeing results.
Yeah.
And it was like already on the wheel. It's like. But also, like, it wasn't done pure, but it's, like, definitely Scareclaw was a bit above the grade for the series, but not too much, I don't think.
No, especially pure because like you don't have like all like the other like generic feature stuff or support stuff. So like it's, but I mean it lost to Ancient Gear, so it can't be too good pure, but it's still definitely better than a lot of the other stuff we've had pure. Plus, I'm sure there's some other city archetypes that went over our radar when we first cycled through everything.
Yeah. How did we not include Skull Servants?
That's true, actually.
I love Skull Servants. I was shocked. I was at work. It's like, how did I not put these on the wheel at all? This is one of my favorite like pet decks.
Yeah, so we'll probably some new archetypes on the wheel. Some we say goodbye to as they've outgrown our show as more recent support has. Like the new Ice Barrier stuff too looks fucking insane. They got revealed I think yesterday at the time we're recording this.
I actually hadn't read it yet, but I did see that it came out. But
it's very good. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, that was season 1. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully it won't be too long to wait for season 2. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one.